So how many of you remember the old Rand McNally map? I remember that was a pretty cool thing back when I was a kid. My parents would sit down and they'd plot a course from point A to point B, and they'd have a highlighter and they would go to town, take off and go on their trip. And the thing that amazes me about this is they were able to do all this not knowing the clearance of any of the bridges, not knowing where the rest areas were, and where the nearest gas station was. I mean, how did they do this? It's truly amazing, because today we have so much technology in our vehicles, which is what we're going to talk about today. So let's roll! Hey, thanks for tuning into the channel today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Today, we're going to cover the RV gadgets that we use inside our truck, just to give you an idea. Maybe you use some of the same products. But before we get to that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, I'd really appreciate it if you do so. Hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification button. And every time we post a video, you'll be notified. And as always, please leave us a big old thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so the first piece of gear that I want to talk about today is definitely not one that's a necessary thing to have in your truck, unless you're like us and you are a YouTuber, TikTok, a social media person. Then I want to recommend the GoPro Hero 9. We have two GoPros that we use. We use the 8 and the 9, and the thing that we like about the 9 is that's when they first introduced the screen where you could see yourself as you record, which is really great because you can make sure that you're centered, etc. But if you want to take it to the next level, I recommend that you pick up the GoPro Hero 9 Mod. And that is a device here that wraps itself around, that has two hot shoes on there, which is really nice. So you could put lights, you could put a shotgun microphone, but it also comes already with a built-in microphone. And that is the main microphone that we use all the time. And I really like it. So a lot of times Chris and I will use the GoPro Hero 9 when we're not using the EOS R5 because it does such a great job. It's got a great picture. You can set it to be 1080, 2K, 4K, whatever you want to do, and it's great. It's a wide angle lens, so it captures the cab very well. So that's the first piece of gear that I would recommend to you if you're a vlogger. It's something that we keep here in our setup as we go down the highway. All right, so the next piece of gear or gadget that we use in our truck is TST's tire pressure monitor system. This has been a great addition. We like having it. We picked it up right before we went on our big trip from Greensboro, North Carolina up to Prior Lake, Minnesota. And I have to tell you, it was just a great peace of mind to be able to look and be able to check the temperature of the tire and then see where the pressure is at. Now the nice thing about, there's lots of nice things about this, but you set the temperature per your manufacturer for how hot so that it knows to send you an alarm. As well as when I set it up, I took and I labeled each cap 1 through 6 so I know where they're at on the fifth wheel, and they match with what's here on the screen. And then also another additional feature that they have, which is great, is for the truck. So I can actually program the tires in the truck. Now you may have a tire pressure monitor system already in your truck, which is great. We don't have it in this truck, so that's something that I'm going to be adding in addition to. So I'll have to order some caps and then I'll sync it here. So this is a great gadget, and it's something that I definitely recommend to you all as well. So the next gadget that we keep in our truck is definitely one that is awesome. This is the Garmin RV890. The 890 stands for the 8-inch screen is what that means. We like going, they have a smaller one, they have a larger one. I feel like the 8-inch is a good size. Now the thing that's so great about this, it is specifically designed for RVers, in that right here you go to this screen and you actually can program how tall your fifth wheel is, how long your fifth wheel is, combined together how long they are, and then once you input all that information, it takes that into consideration, and as you're planning your trip, it's going to save you from going to all those little country roads that lead to nowhere, and there you are, stuck with your 63, 61-foot rig combined, going, how am I going to get out of this situation, as well as bridges and overpasses. It's going to save you all that, and this thing does so much more than this, and I'm not really doing a review on it today. I just wanted to say that this is a great gadget to have in your truck. It finds campgrounds, it saves your trip history, you can sync it with an app in your phone, so you can program your trip on your phone, and then when you get here you can sync it and it'll automatically sync up. This runs on an Android system, so incoming calls, incoming text messages, it does weather, it tells you rest areas, which Chris absolutely loves. So this is one of our must-haves gadgets inside our truck. So I definitely recommend you look at the Garmin RV890. All right, so the last gadget that we're going to cover today, something that we keep in our truck, is something that actually came with our Riverstone Legacy fifth wheel, and that is the Furion Vision S4 camera system. And this monitor, it is a wireless system, so we can have this in the fifth wheel with us, or we can take it in the truck with us, which we do. And a lot of times we just keep it on this rear camera, and it's just one of those things that I can just glance at every once in a while up to the right, and I can see how close somebody is behind us, as well as it's nice, besides having Chris helping me back up when we get to an RV site. This is also nice because I can look at the rear camera. And then what's really cool about this camera system, it has built-in microphones in each camera, so when we select like the door camera here, we actually can hear the audio that's coming from that camera. So just a great little extra thing that we keep with us, and that is the gadgets that we keep with us in our truck when we travel down the road. So these are all the RV gadgets that we keep in our truck with us when we travel down the road. I'll put all the links down below. Please go visit our Amazon store and you can check them out for yourself. And if you haven't subscribed, we'd be honored if you'd subscribe, hit that bell, and every time we post a video, you'll receive a notification. And with that, we say God bless and safe travels.